Hey guys, it is NCS Fan 001 here, welcoming you to Trophy Talk Tuesday, or Tuesday Trophy Talk, or just Trophy Talk, or Talk Trophy, whatever I decide that I'm officially going to be renaming all this as. Anyway, today's date is Tuesday, February 18th of 2025, so this will have covered the week of February the 11th through the 17th of 2025, even though it was more like the 12th or the 17th. But regardless, this was a semi-productive week. I made progress in a handful of games, as you can see up here. But first and foremost, Astrobot down here has gotten a new DLC titled Vicious Void. I'm kind of surprised we didn't hear about it at the State of Play, unless I just completely missed it during it, but I'm pretty sure they didn't say anything about it, because it's kind of came up out of nowhere. So this is just like the Stellar Speedway DLC, in that it's 5 different levels, except that they release only 1 level per week. So because of that, it won't all be out until probably toward the end of March or mid to late March. So I won't be reinstalling the game until all 5 levels are out, just so I can knock them all out at once, probably on a stream. And then along with that, I don't know too much about these levels. Like, I think I saw a video, maybe it was PlayStation Access doing like a speedrun on the level, but I don't think that you actually have to do the speed run to get the bots, if I understand correctly. I might be wrong on that, so correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I've heard. So yeah, 5 new levels. Don't know how difficult they are compared to some of the other levels in the game. But yeah, I'll be playing that at some point in the future once all of the levels have been released. And along with that, Power Wash Simulator is getting its Wallace and Gromit DLC. It's confirmed to have 10 trophies and achievements, and that's releasing, I think, the first week of March. So going to be getting back on this game fairly soon. Might actually end up streaming a little bit of that one night. But in terms of actual progress made this week, let's see, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, that was done already. That's what I thought. So Sly 2 on the PS5, I got to stream it once or twice this past week, and good progress is being made. 21 out of the 35 trophies are done. So in this past week, I completed episode 4, which is the jailbreak mission. That's the one where you play as Sly and Bentley pretty much exclusively, aside from a couple little sections where you play as Murray. So got through that, dealing with pickpocketing the Contessa, which a lot of people apparently have struggles with, but thanks to the rewind feature, it's not really too much of a problem. And then episode 5 is the one where you have that, like, castle or whatever it is. It's like Contessa's castle or something. And with that one, I also completed the safe there, as well as all the jobs there, so nothing much to worry about, all story-related stuff, along with opening the vault, which is just from finding the 30 clue bottles, and then finding the safe. Thankfully, there are only 8 safes, 1 per world in this, unlike when there were like 20 or 25 in the original Sly Cooper game. And along with that, I have opened the vault in episode 6, which is the one where you're in like the Yukon or Russia, Siberia, wherever it is. It's somewhere that's cold. And there's a bunch of trains driving around, and I already got the safe open, but I still have a few more jobs left to go there. And then we still have episode 7 and episode 8, which of course we're not at either of those yet. I don't remember what episode 7 is. I think it's just another one of those like wintry levels, and then 8 is the giant like almost airship level. So along with that, I did get a few miscellaneous trophies. This one isn't too hard to get, but you do need Bentley's hover pack before you can do this one, and you can't buy the hover pack until you get to episode 6, so you just have to go back for this one a lot later. Then along with that, we got these couple of trophies. Oh, those were not from the same episode, never mind. So this one on episode 4, just wait until you get a guard alone once you've purchased all these items. I don't think you get the health extractor until later in episode 4, maybe even until episode 5. But once you get it, equip all 3 items and then use all 3 on the same guard, and you will get this trophy. It's not too hard to get. Then we get to our 2 episode 5 miscellaneous trophies, so pay respect to a ghost of the past. This one is really kind of finicky to get it to work. I had to move around quite a bit to get it to work. It was, like I said, it was real finicky for some reason. This one was even more finicky, though, because I guess you can't even be seen by the little spiders that they spawn. It's extremely sort of luck-based as to whether or not the thing affects everyone and if it even properly unlocks the trophy. Now, it's possible that I might have been doing it with an inefficient method. Basically, I threw the rage bomb out and just let them all kill each other and then used the shock cane on the very last enemy when there was only one left. But they would spend like 10 minutes at a time just whacking each other and not doing damage to each other, so I don't know if there's a more efficient way to do it. I actually probably should look up and see if there's a more efficient way to do it for the PS4 version. So that one took quite a while to get it to work. Yeah, it took me about, looks like 17 minutes to get that one to work through several reloads. Or, no, wait, that was the other day, so I don't know how long this one actually took me to do. And then in episode 6, so I'm not sure how to do either of these yet. I'm not sure where the music box is exactly. This one is pretty self-explanatory. You just have to probably be pretty careful with it. And thanks to the rewind feature, it shouldn't be much of a problem. And then just a couple more miscellaneous trophies. Nothing probably to worry about with either of those, I'm assuming. And then with these trophies, obviously the Murray one's done. The Bentley one, I don't know the best place to do it. The Sleight of Hand trophy, this one's actually really easy. I just need to go back to episode 1 to do it. Maybe I'll save this one for last or something. I actually did it on the PS4 version because I did start the PS4 version. It's not hard at all. Just do it in the first area where there's a lot more guards that have treasure and they're more spread out and easier to hit. So that's definitely the best place to do it. Then you have to obtain all power-ups, which I'm pretty sure is just for purchasing everything on ThiefNet, of which so far I think I've purchased everything in the first 6 episodes, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. And then the 50 unique pieces of loot is a bit annoying because you basically have to loot most of the different items the guards can drop, and then find all of the actual treasures in the open world of each area and bring them back. Some of them you just have to get them back without getting hit, other ones you have to get them back in a certain amount of time before a bomb goes off. So that is going to take a while because there are quite a few of them, but I've been looting pretty much everything I can, so I don't think I've missed much, if anything, at this point. Hopefully not, because that one could be a little bit painful to go back to. Might have to even like check a guide on it or something, or just look back in my videos and see which ones I have collected so far. But yeah, probably like, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 more streams to finish this game. 3 at the most will finish off Sly 2, and then we will jump into Sly 1, which is the shortest of the 3 new Sly trophy lists by a pretty decent chunk. And then Sly 2's PS4 version I have started on, just started working on it one afternoon, so I finished off everything in episode 1 pretty quickly. And then along with that, I did the 2 miscellaneous trophies in episode 1. They're both very easy. Because remember, the cash briefcases, they're all over the place in episode 1, so they're not hard to get at all. And then with this one, you just have to, like, smash up a few things when you're inside during one of the missions. Or you can go back in afterward as well, and it's totally fine. And then, along with that, defeated the 5 guards with Fist of Flame. That's super easy because it's a very powerful ability. And then, like I said, this trophy really isn't that hard. We did actually look up the retro achievements list for this game, and it's kind of bizarre how much it expects you to do. Which, I mean, is very typical for RA achievements, but it was definitely a bit of an eye-opener. It has an insane amount of achievements, and it has a lot of really difficult ones. So, yeah, glad I'm not playing it on RA. And then the other game I worked on this week was Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. So it looks like I already had all of the DLC done and auto-popped from last week. I still don't understand why the game decided to only pop the harder difficulty DLC trophies for some reason. I'm not really mad about it because I'd rather have the hard trophies done and auto-pop rather than the easy ones, because the easy ones were not difficult at all. Just went back and got them all within like an hour. I mean, it was a little annoying having to replay everything, but it wasn't really that big a deal. I mean, it's simple enough. But then we have the base game, and of course this game still just absolutely hates me. So I uploaded my save and managed to auto-pop a majority of the trophies. So all the story trophies, all auto-popped, and then one of the side quest trophies also auto-popped, which was kind of nice. Because the side missions in this game, again, are insanely absurdly long for absolutely no reason. And then in the past week, I completed the very long Walk the Stalk side mission in the Tangle Drift or whatever it's called. The one, or no, I don't think that's what it's called, but it's that area where it's all the vines everywhere. And then the Trial of Crooked Eye Phil. This one actually didn't feel as bad, so got through that one. It's in one of the pirate sort of themed areas. This is for finishing the Ditcher mission, which I think is another one of the longer ones in the game, but at least it gets you a trophy. Saving that one for last, though, and I'll show you why in a second, but at least all the side quest stuff popped, so that does save a little bit of time, as did the multiplayer trophies. and the enchanted legendary item. The gold did not auto pop, but I was able to get the 100,000 pretty quickly on playing through the game sort of again to work on a different trophy. And then Robbie was kind enough to drop me the million gold that I needed, the small loan of $1 million or million gold to knock this trophy out very quickly as well. And thank God the inventory upgrade trophies auto pop, or else this would be a lot worse to deal with. And then the loot luck. So this trophy is really, really annoying because it auto-popped when I joined someone else's game on the PS5 version, or the PS4 version, so the original trophy list, and it just auto-popped joining in. So I joined a game with Robbie again that had well over 3,000 loot luck, and the trophy didn't auto-pop that time, so I have no idea why it didn't. And now, this is one of the grindiest trophies in the game, because getting to 3,000 loot luck pretty much requires you to complete the entire game, or at least the entire story, and get to a pretty high level. Probably level 40 is going to be required, which is going to require you to complete a whole bunch of the side missions and parts of the Chaos Chamber. So basically, I'm having to replay most of the game again, because this trophy decided not to unlock. I'm still going to jump in and out of a few other people's games and see if I can pop it a little bit early so I don't have to play this game as much, because I am so ready to be done with this game and never have to think about playing it ever again, because it was an absolutely miserable experience. I was hoping this game was going to be good. I was hoping I was going to enjoy it, but the fact that you legit managed to make a Borderlands game both terrible and boring is just a crime, in my opinion. Like, this game should have been so much better, because it's a Borderlands game. How the heck do you screw up a Borderlands game like this? 48 side missions that take half an hour a piece or more, and then just this god-awful Chaos Chamber, which was apparently even worse back when the game first came out, but they thankfully made it a little bit easier by giving you more Chaos levels at once, because like Drez and some of the other people in the chat had to clear all 20 Chaos levels, each like an individual run for each Chaos level instead of one for like every 5 like you can do now. So yeah, just an absolutely terrible trophy list for an already pretty bad game, and I will be very glad to be done with this one hopefully this week. So let's go ahead and sync up. Alright, with that, level 888, 90% of the way through, 29,851 total trophies, getting pretty close to that 30,000. Maybe I can time it and set it up to be something solid for 30,000 again. 855 platinums, 5,708 golds, 8,029 silvers, 15,259 bronzes. So, plans for the upcoming week: continue streaming Sly 2 and possibly finishing it this week, as well as working on the PS4 version of it on my own. I'll probably still include a little bit of the PS4 version of each game in the final video, just title it, finishing all 6 Sly trophy lists from the modern day or something along those lines. But it won't be like a full, playthrough that's streamed or anything like that. There's no point of doing the exact same thing a second time at the same time as this other one. And then along with that, hopefully finally finishing this Tiny Tina's Wonderlands game. Other than that, I am working on a trophy guide walkthrough with someone else that's involving Black Ops 3. So at some point, that means I need to stop messing around and actually do a handgun-only Mike Banning style run for Black Ops 3, which should be... I honestly don't know how it's going to go because of the focus on the Cybercore abilities, but I'm not actually sure how much you're going to really need them. It should be a fun time, because at least I'll be playing it on Recruit this time and not having to suffer through Realistic again. So yeah, that should be fun. Be doing that sometime in the future, because those last two have done really well, so definitely want to do another one. Been trying to release more shorts, and I've had another one that did pretty well. It was the GTA 5 one, or GTA San Andreas one. I got a bunch more Clock Tower ones to do, and probably some old Mario Party with Lizard Guy, and probably a few other good moments from the years, so definitely want to keep doing more of the shorts content, because they're fairly easy to put together. They're just a little bit tougher to get them exported exactly the right way. I need to look up some better settings for that, though. But yeah, that should be about it for this week, guys. So thank y'all for watching. If you enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell if you haven't done so already. Let me know down in the comments what you guys have been working on this past week. Schedule should be back to normal this week for a while, so that's at least a good thing. Definitely a few streams, definitely maybe a video here or there, or a short. It'll more than likely just be, a short type video. And yeah, other than that, the Thrillville video has been started. I've started working on it. It's maybe like 5% of the way done so far. It's going to involve both Platinum trophies, both the completely broken, buggy PS5 trophy list and the Platinum Trophy speedrun for the PS4. So it's going to be 2 different games in one, or just 2 different trophy lists in one, but it's only a grand total of about 3 streams, so it's really shouldn't take horribly long to edit together. So yeah, that's next, and then Astro's Playroom I think is after that, and I'm not sure exactly which one comes next. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. See y'all back here later this week for some more trophy content.